everyone and welcome back to my channel. We're still self-isolating and it's currently week 8, I think it is, and so I'm still working from home, and it kind of got me thinking about what I would be doing if I didn't have my job, because I honestly am so grateful that I have a job and can work from home, because I would go mad. I really thrive off of the schedule, and you know, having a 9-to-5 routine really does work for me, and it really is beneficial for my mental health. I thought, if I didn't have a job right now, what would I be doing as an aspiring psychologist? What things would I be doing to fill my day? And how would I kind of be doing things that are going to benefit me? Also, side note, you may notice that my face looks very different. I have put on loads of makeup today. I just didn't want to look like an egg anymore, you know? But don't you worry guys, I'm still wearing trackies, so I haven't really pushed the boat out that far. Anyway, as I was saying, I've got 5 things that I think would be really good for aspiring psychologists to do during this time of quarantine. The first thing that you guys could be doing is applying for jobs. Nothing has changed in terms of the process of applying for jobs. They're still putting out jobs. It hasn't really changed because it is the NHS. It's business as usual pretty much. Now, your interviews might be over video call or maybe over the phone, but I'm not too sure. I just know that they are doing interviews still. I know a couple of you guys have emailed me saying that you have got interviews, so they're definitely still going on. So just use your time to keep applying, and you've got less distraction, so you can carry on doing that. Now, the second thing you could be doing is doing an online course. There are loads of free online courses for different types of therapies, different types of approaches. There are a lot of courses that you can pay for and that are advertised on Groupon, which I just don't recommend doing. They're not going to be very helpful to you, honestly. You can find free resources online and it's not going to make the difference on your application or in an interview. So I've been recently doing a course on narrative therapy, and it's by the Dulwich Centre. I'll link it down below. It's completely free and it's so good. My supervisor recommended it to me, so it is a very trustworthy source. You can even go on to Russell Harris's website. He's all to do with ACT. I'm sure there's resources there for training. There's also Beck Institute, which is CBT, and just look, because there are free resources out there made by psychologists for psychologists, so definitely check that out. Another thing that you could be doing is doing lit reviews, and I'm not saying do a formal one and like write a massive essay. I mean, go for it if you want to, but I'm just more thinking about keeping up to date with the current literature. There's loads of research coming out about the virus and its effects on our well-being. There's also research that is slowly making its way to the forefront about telepsychology. So that's all about doing assessments over the phone and about the validity and stuff of psychology via technology, you know? And just keeping up to date with psychology is really good if you are a psychologist. I'm not great at it myself, but it is something that you should be doing. It shouldn't feel like a task if you are really passionate about psychology. So my final thing that you guys could be doing is either volunteering for a COVID support group in your area, or even working as a support worker or a care assistant in a care home. As you all know, care homes are really struggling at the moment due to sickness, and people need help in the community picking up their prescriptions, food deliveries and all of that. And most areas in England have COVID volunteer groups. There is a website where they're all listed, so I'll link that down below as well. But you can always sign up for that and volunteer, or if you're really feeling up for it, and this is by no means pressurising anyone because it is a big thing, but applying to work at a care home. Both of these things will be really, really good experience for you, especially working in a care home or as a support worker during this time, because it is a very unique period in history, I guess, which means that there are really unique learning opportunities, and so you would be able to reflect a lot on that experience and you'll be able to learn so much. Now, I know it's not for everyone because you are putting yourself in harm's way. There is that heightened risk of getting the virus if you are working in a care home. But if you were struggling to get a job at a care home before, for whatever reason, now would be a good time to apply because they're desperate. And I'm not saying to like force yourself to work in a risky situation, but there are opportunities that weren't there before because of this virus. So if you're willing to, take those opportunities. And I think this might actually be my shortest video in history, because that's it. Those are 5 different things that you can all be doing while in quarantine, and I think they'll be really beneficial for yourself and your career path. Hopefully it will make you learn something new or get some new experiences. And if you do decide to apply for a job in a care home, like, well done to you, that's incredible. It's not an easy job in normal circumstances, so to do it now, like, wow. But do think about it, pray about it, meditate on it, do what you do, but just have a good think about whether you actually want to do it, because you don't want to be put in a situation where you start working there and you're like, I'm terrified, you know? So really think about it and go for it if you think it's right for you. I hope you guys are all staying safe and sane. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe, please, because it makes me really happy. My email's always in the description bar below, so if you do want to ask me any questions or have more kind of personal questions that you want to ask in terms of like applications and stuff, then do feel free to email me and I'll reply to you as quick as I can. So until next time, guys, I'll see you later.